Here at Hachette UK, we're so thrilled and proud to have made the Times Top 50 Employers for Gender Equality list for the 5th year running. Some of the work we're most proud of achieving in our gender equality journey has been providing mentoring and progression opportunities for employees of all genders through our Diverse Future Leaders scheme. It's important for us to create an inclusive and supportive environment where everyone is treated fairly and can thrive regardless of gender.
We're committed to attracting and retaining diverse talent, and we've put very thoughtful policies in place to support our ambition. I'm thrilled that we are recognized as a Times Top 50 employer. It's a premier recognition for employers who support flexible work arrangements and show a genuine commitment to addressing issues that prevent gender equality. Ultimately, it's about realizing the full human potential of each and every one at GSK in service of our ambition to get ahead of deceased.
We're working to significantly improve our global gender balance with our aspiration to achieve 40% female talent, 40% male talent and 20% being a flexible measure, including any gender and those who choose not to identify or disclose. I'm particularly proud that we extended this aspirational goal in our industry-leading sustainability-linked bond framework launched last year.
I think where we have tackled this from a gender perspective is that we have tackled barriers that exist for our women within our firm. We have 6 that we really focus on from an inclusion perspective, and that's about role modelling and really encouraging role modelling at a leadership level. We've put a lot of effort into flexibility, both in terms of encouraging that within our leaders and also encouraging that in how we work day to day and building trust around flexibility.
Every year is different for us really, and we always look back and try and challenge ourselves and just improve and challenge the status quo really of what we're doing. So it's not just about maintaining things. This year's been no different. We've done 3 key things again really. The first one is introducing what we call our 7 principles, which really is about the way in which we like to work with each other in Worldline. The second thing is tackling some really difficult topics actually, such as domestic violence, cost of living, and of course mental health. And third is focusing on what is very close to our hearts, which is about psychological safety and making the workplace just that little bit more psychologically safe day by day, and something we're very, very proud of and very, very passionate about.
We're proud to offer our employees a working environment that values and promotes gender equality. It's demonstrated through our policies such as equal parental leave, fertility treatment, pregnancy loss, menopause support, and importantly, by ensuring we adopt gender neutral language throughout our business and that our management board is gender balanced, which helps us to really push forward equality of opportunity for all.
This is our 5th year being included in the nominations, and I'm really pleased to say that obviously we've got an independent view of us being able to demonstrate, illustrate and talk to examples of how we've made improvements in our business along that 5 years, whether that's improvements in recruitment activity, promotional activity, learning and development opportunity, or the way that we seek to engage and consult and create a culture and work environment for our colleagues.
It is an important recognition for our commitment to creating that inclusive workplace where everyone can thrive and do their best work. Over the last few years, we have launched a series of new policies to support gender equality. Now that includes things like the enhancements to our parental leave, bereavement and baby loss, and a new menopause policy and community, as well as pulling through support for fertility treatment and gender dysphoria in our private medical insurance. But of course, the work doesn't stop here, and we will continue to hold ourselves accountable and strive for greater gender equality.
We see engineering as key to solving many of the biggest challenges the planet faces in the next 30 years. Decarbonisation, clean energy, transport, water, to name but a few. And as an industry, we'll only achieve this by having the best and the brightest. And that means the most diverse teams possible at every level in our organisation. So that's doubly important that we have gender equality as at the top of our agenda. ED&I is not owned just by the leadership, it's owned by everyone. I can tell it's important to everyone across the business, and that's when real change happens. And now gender equality has built a momentum all of its own.
2 things that really happen for us on a day-to-day basis. First of all, we need to show commitment, be visible with our targets about what we want to drive in terms of gender equality in our organisation, and that we cascade those throughout the organisation to the relevant teams. The second thing is that we need to thrive on a day-to-day basis, and we have two very important networks, in particular our gender equity network, but also women in operations, which is helping people feel included and include all their ideas about how we then bring that to bear in the business more broadly.
To live up to our purpose, we must foster a diverse and gender balanced workforce so that every one of our 30,000 colleagues in the UK and Ireland feels they belong to a team in which they can act with purpose and thrive in their own way. But creating an inclusive environment requires meaningful change. And I'm proud of the work we have done and the investment we have made to enhance and equalise our maternity, adoption and paternity paid leave benefits. This ensures all eligible colleagues have the same benefits and removes the inherent gender bias that positions women as primary carers.
We've got more women joining us at their early career stage and more women leaders than ever. But we know we're not there yet, and we need to do a lot more to create a truly inclusive workplace.
We are on a mission to create the leading place to work for world changers, and to do that takes everyone feeling a deep sense of belonging each and every day. We fundamentally believe that people deserve to feel happy, respected and supported at work, and we are incredibly proud to share the OVO way, which is our culture, with the rest of the world.
I am extremely honored that Assurant has made this list, especially given this is the first time we have entered into the listing, and to know that our organizational practices and culture have led to greater gender equality and inclusion is something we can all take pride in and will certainly celebrate. Achieving the Times Top 50 demonstrates how far we have come in our journey and gives us even greater motivation to keep striving towards our aim of gender equality at Assurant.
I'm incredibly proud that CMS has been recognised for the 9th consecutive year in the Times Top 50. It's an amazing tribute to the steps that we have taken and the progress that we have made in diversity across the firm. As chair of our board, I'm particularly proud that more than 40% of our board members are women.
We've actually rebranded the network over the last 18 months as we really focus on allyship, as we know that drives progress faster. We're dedicated to supporting women progress both professionally and personally here at Tesco, and we really focus on key moments throughout the year to bring colleagues together through events such as Gender Equality Week and International Women's Day in March. It's amazing to be recognised again for the 4th year in a row within the Times Top 50 Gender Equality Employers.
So we initially set ourselves a target of 33% for female representation at partner level by 2025, and we were delighted to actually meet that and exceed that target early. And in light of that, we set ourselves a new, more ambitious target of 50% female representation at partner level by 2029. And that's a real challenge, but a stretch, and one we think that is absolutely right to be aiming for. So I'm really proud of the ambition that the firm shows in trying to address the gender inequality within the sector and within our firm.
What makes me most proud in our gender equality journey is that it now infuses every part of our business. And it's become a grassroots strategy rather than a top-down directive. Our people hold both leadership and each other to account, and that's an incredibly positive place for us to be. We still have a way to go, particularly when it comes to our gender pay gap. But what gives me most pride is our commitment to action, our reluctance to accept the status quo, and our drive to create change.
This is an important part of the journey we're on to be a truly diverse and inclusive workplace. A key element of this includes setting the stretching aim 6 years ago to have an equal number of men and women working for us by 2030, the first construction company to commit to this. We're working hard to achieve it, and we are making progress. We need to showcase our company as a fantastic, dynamic and rewarding place to build a career, one that attracts and develops more women to become our leaders of today and tomorrow. That's why appearing as one of the Times Top 50 employers for gender equality is important to us. to highlight both Wilmot Dixon and the wider construction industry as a place to build a successful career.
Across our firm, so many of our colleagues are working tirelessly to make our KPMG a place where we can all come as we are and thrive. From our incredible gender diversity network, NO, to local groups and dedicated advocates and allies throughout our business, making this year's list is a testament to their commitment. The challenge of gender inequality is greater than any one organisation, and it requires us to work together to make the greatest impact possible. So the work continues, and we remain as dedicated as ever to building an inclusive, diverse and equitable organisation.
We've made significant strides in our gender equality journey at Mercer. We've implemented policies and initiatives that promote equal opportunities for all employees, regardless of their gender. We've included things like fair and transparent recruitment processes, equal pay for equal work, and flexible working arrangements that support work-life balance for everybody. This is fostering a culture of inclusion and belonging where everyone's voice is heard and valued.
Achieving this status is really important to us because it's a recognition of our culture and the difference that is making in our journey towards gender equality. I think it's also important because it shows the strides the industry, the insurance industry, is starting to make on that journey. And probably most importantly, hopefully it will show female talent of the future that Marsh and insurance is a place where they can thrive and do their best.